Hello! The aim of this project is to successfully transfer a character from his environment to a new environment. After this, I aim to model that character and pose him that way so he seems to fit in that environment and portray his character. However, I don't aim to change his design so much. Of course, changes will be done, but his anatomy specifically won't be changed. For the character, I chose a character named Echo Echo, who is from the Ben 10 original animated series, and he's designed by Derek James Wyatt. The environment I chose is called the City of Columbia, and it's a flying city from the Bioshock Infinite game. After doing some research in both my character and my environment, I focused on the already existing characters in the game. I started by choosing Songbird, the main villain of the game. He's, as you can see, a character made out of leather. So I tried to take his style and place it on the Echo Echo character I chose. Taking into account that Echo Echo is an alien which is basically made out of living sound waves and contained into a silicon suit, I tried to create that ragdoll effect. Like somehow this is a suit that inflates itself, as you can see from my backpack designs. However, I considered this design too organic for the environment, and because of that, I thought it was really unfitting. So after I created the leather echo, I chose to go to the exact opposite way and create a mechanic version of him. My main inspiration for that was the models of the Handyman and the Iron Patriot in the game. So I tried to use their limbs and their kind of metal to give the effect that he is part of that environment. However, in my opinion, the final product doesn't fit the character description. It's too far away from the original Echo Echo design and the feeling of the character. This is Hybrid Echo. He is a combination of the two previous versions of the character I made, but here I paid more attention to the backpack, and specifically I gave more importance to sound, which is an attribute that the original design pays real attention to. The fact that the environment was inspired by the Columbia Expo in America 1983 made me really aware of the technology that they used in the game. I researched gramophones and sound technology of that era and tried to apply that as a backpack. Additionally, in game, I found a safe system called the Voxophone, which are small vinyl gramophones where they used to save memos, and it was a really good inspiration for the backpack. After some iterations, I concluded to this final piece. The main influences came from the art book of the game, where designers had character concepts from early development. However, compared to them, he was still silly, so I decided to embrace it and make him the comic relief character. Shortly after this decision, I instantly gave him a role. I wanted I wanted him to be in the carnival scene in the game. That way he could have a silly gimmick and actually enhance the silliness of his character. Because of that decision, I tried some concepts for the backpack and gave him a bubble gum machine or something like that. But the my best idea was to give him a helium tank. That way he could be a balloon dispenser. Of course, posing came shortly after that, and I chose, after some iteration, to make him a clumsy character because that's funnier and I think that fits him. Of course, during modeling, some design tweaks had to be made because when I added the model in ZBrush, I had to create some alphas, and instead of creating those boring floral designs I did on the earlier iteration, I chose to go a bit more elaborate. And I created some examples. For example, here you can see the chest piece of the Echo is the lighthouse from the franchise logo, like an Easter egg in the game. Or here, you can see the hands have speakers engraved in them. And finally, another final example is the backpack. You can see the helium tank using alphas. It seems really detailed and realistic. So without further ado, here's the final piece.